Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. I, dressed in women's clothing, have enchanting melodies that captivate the world. When he joked with his comrades, he made a gentleman's agreement that whoever passed away first would wear women's clothing to attend their funerals in the future. On the day of the funeral, Gu Nan wore a phoenix crown, wide-sleeved and graceful, dressed as a woman with Xiao Qiao, and performed a traditional Cantonese opera called Drunken Zhou Lang, which shocked everyone. How can she be called an unparalleled beauty, with the beauty of the country and the fragrance of heaven? However, what he didn't know was that someone actually posted his video online. This is not Xiao Qiao. This is a fairy, right? So Xiao Qiao looks like this. Well, it's really not Cao Gong's fault. I knew that Cao Gong didn't go south for that little territory back then. Just as everyone was celebrating the birth of another stunning female singer in China. Gu took off his phoenix crown and wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt. It's a showdown, I'm a man. For a moment, public opinion was paralyzed. The whole network is hot. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 001 Agreements between comrades. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sunshine at noon. The rain is pattering down. The entire martyrs' forest is shrouded in a rain curtain. From a distance, many people stand among them. Allow the wind and rain to blow. Class monitor. I'm here. Gu Nan dragged his suitcase. A pair of military and police boots are stepping on the soft and damp grass. Walk past the memorial archway with the 4 characters of Xiao. Passing through the crowd before arriving at that tombstone, and when those people saw Gu Nan they all showed heavy expressions. Obviously, everyone knows that these two people are as close as brothers. Watching the memories of the past on the tombstone constantly linger in Gu Nan's mind. Actually, no one knows he is a traveler, and the man in his tomb is his old squad leader Li Beihai. He and Li Beihai have carried out peacekeeping missions together because Li Beihai has excellent talent in traditional Chinese opera. When I was a child, I became a teacher under the renowned Cantonese opera master Liang Zhong in China. He thinks Gu Nan has a talent for traditional Chinese opera, so in the leisure time of peacekeeping he can also teach Gu Nan how to sing opera. Li Beihai's lifelong wish is traditional Chinese opera can be further developed. Because executing tasks is extremely dangerous. When the two of them were joking once, make a gentleman's agreement. No matter who passes away first in the future, the living one needs to wear women's clothing to attend the other person's funeral. I didn't expect that after Gu Nan was discharged from the military for a year and a half I received news of Li Beihai's sacrifice. And he came to fulfill it today. What nobody actually knows is Gu Nan's life is not much left. In just 1 year he feels that he often has symptoms such as weakness, jumping, and fatigue. Go to the hospital for examination. Unexpectedly, he was detected with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. That is, ALS. Slowly, he will experience muscle atrophy and difficulty swallowing throughout his body. Finally, respiratory failure occurred and he died. I have been checked in more than 10 major hospitals in a row. It's all this result. Even if he doesn't give up, he contacted our comrades during the peacekeeping period. I went to several major hospitals in developed countries for tests in a row, but it's all this result. The result remains the same. It can be said that this is neat. For over a year he didn't do anything else. Everyone is busy checking for illness. But the result is like this: helpless. Gu Nan could only accept it. This is not that he is afraid of death, mainly because he feels unwilling. He often thinks others travel, he also travels through time. Others wearing gold and silver are admired by thousands of people, but when he traveled, he fell ill with such a disease. Knowing that the class monitor likes opera, so he sent the class monitor on his final journey. Today what I used was my most skilled skit, Drunken Zhou Lang with Yanxiu. The most essence of the traditional Cantonese opera 3 Qi Zhou Yu. It tells the popular story of Zhou Yu and Xiao Qiao to reveal the true feelings of troubled times. The most difficult thing to grasp is Xiao Qiao's charm and tenderness, delicate yet not weak, charming but not demonic. The singing style emphasizes the nourishment of clear springs like silk and bamboo entering the ears. Back then, Li Beihai taught him this section. It took a lot of effort. Today, he used this scene to send Li Beihai away. It can also be considered as a drink and a peck. All have their own reasons. This also belongs to the romance of opera people. And in the suitcase he carried, it's the costumes he prepared for the opera. Gu Nan. I don't agree with you wearing women's clothing at the funeral. Just at this moment a majestic leader walked out of the crowd and spoke up. However, I respect your decision. Are you really planning to do this? After all, it was just a joke. And you have already done enough for Beihai. For me, Uncle Li, that's not a joke. It's an agreement between comrades in arms. Ah. It's hard for you, this child. I'm glad to have comrades like you in Beihai. As his father. The majestic man took a deep breath, waved to a young man not far away. Report. The temporary changing room is ready. Class monitor. Please. Gu Nan nodded as he looked at the makeshift changing room not far away and walked over. Occasionally, there were voices of discussion coming from behind him. Lao Li, is it suitable to wear women's clothing at the funeral? Ah. This is his agreement with Beihai. Besides, he has already been discharged from the military. Now he belongs to a free man. There's nothing inappropriate about it. It's just hard for him. Such a majestic and invincible man should wear women's clothing. Gu Nan is naturally not clear about these discussions. Because Gu Nan, who had just entered the temporary changing room, a mechanical sound can be heard in my mind. Ding. System binding in progress. 1%. 69%. 99%. Binding successful, system. When Gu Nan heard the two words, system, in his mind first, take a moment. He's almost dead. Did the system wake up as a result? As a traveler I am very familiar with the system. Naturally, I have read so many novels in my past life. Now he has a very reasonable system. Just as Gu Nan was daydreaming, another mechanical sound came into his ears. 002, this is this a man. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding. This system is for women's clothing experts. Host wearing women's clothing. Gaining more attention. Gaining more admiration. Will earn popularity points. And the host can increase their popularity and chances of winning a lottery by drawing more longevity potions to renew their life. Every time the host draws a prize, not only can they have the opportunity to obtain various potions, but also various skills, props, and products. As the sound falls immediately after, a message appeared before Gu Nan's eyes. Women's Fashion Boss System Host. Gu Nan, Life Expectancy. Healthy for 9 days. Life expectancy for ALS is 999 days. Popularity value. 0, skill. Currently unavailable, task. Currently unavailable, warehouse. Beginner gift pack *1, when you have a clear view of your personal attribute panel. The smile on Gu Nan's face immediately froze. I still have 9 days of healthy lifespan left. Also, the women's clothing big shot system. What does this mean? Isn't it that I have to wear women's clothing in order to survive in the future? I wore women's clothing this time purely because of my promise to the class monitor. But this system will make him wear women's clothing every day in the future. Is this okay? He's not that kind of person. Upon reaching this point, Gu Nan took a deep breath. I clicked on the beginner's gift pack. Ding. The beginner gift pack is being opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Primary Life Potion. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Charming Female Voice skill. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Divine Female Makeup Experience card. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the wide-sleeved flowing immortal skirt worn by Xiao Qiao. After the host wears it, charm can be increased by up to +99. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the phoenix crown that Xiao Qiao has worn. After wearing it, the host's tenderness can increase by up to +99. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the shoes worn by Xiao Qiao. After the host wears them, their demeanor can increase by up to +99. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the belly bag worn by Xiao Qiao. After the host wears it, charm can increase by up to +99. Watching the various items floating in the system, Gu Nan first clicked on the primary life potion. Immediately after, an antiviral agent similar to the one in the biochemical crisis fell into Gu Nan's hands. With the use of medication, Gu Nan's lifespan has really changed. From life expectancy healthy for 9 days. Life expectancy for ALS is 999 days. Change to life expectancy 99 days healthy. Life expectancy for ALS is 909 days. Added 90 days of healthy lifespan. And the lifespan of ALS has also been reduced by 90 days. He knew very well before after suffering from ALS the lifespan can only last for 2.5 years. And now it seems the primary life potion given to him by the system is effective here. Even in the future, as long as the level of the medication he injects is high enough, it can completely exempt the condition of ALS. And gain more lifespan. In theory, as long as his popularity is high enough, he can even live forever. Who? I don't know if the old class monitor's side is considered popular. Hey. How could I think that way? The old class monitor has already left. However, if he had any knowledge under the spring, he should also be able to calculate it. Gu Nan's mind is very confused now. One was originally scheduled to attend the funeral today. As a result, the system was awakened. Another one is I was already about to die. However, she gained hope for life by wearing women's clothing. All kinds of chaotic things blend in. It was a bit complicated for Gu Nan to accept it for a while. My thoughts followed suit and flew aimlessly. Take a deep breath, force yourself to calm down. Gu Nan began to carefully analyze the current situation. Firstly, he needs to continue attending the funeral. 2. Women's clothing is definitely going to continue. 3. He not only needs women's clothing and also want to look beautiful in women's clothing, getting more praise from people so as to gain popularity. 4. The easiest way to achieve your goals now. He shocked everyone by singing Yansu well so as to gain popularity. In summary, his most important thing now is to enhance his own strength. As soon as I read this, Gu Nan caressed his chest. Then I clicked on the charming female voice skill. Then I chose to use it. As a refreshing sensation flashed through his throat, Gu Nan coughed lightly. What came to my ears was a seductive voice of Wu Nong's soft language. It's like the soft and sticky texture wrapped in sweet red beans. It's like a piece of rice dumpling skin wrapped in sweet red bean soup, warm and gentle. I can't fully describe the emotions involved. Then he clicked on the Divine Female Makeup Experience card, and chose to use it. Just an instant his face was reflected with exquisite features. 003, A Heartbreaking Woman. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Under fair skin, a pair of delicate and dripping red lips. Exquisite eye makeup sets off a pair of eyes that flow like illusions. And clothes are even simpler. As Gu Nan's mind moved, the clothes that originally belonged to Xiao Qiao were directly worn on him. Even Xiao Qiao's lewd clothes were worn by him just because of physiological differences. It's a bit dry. After Gu Nan opened the suitcase and found 2 balls of clothing to stuff in, I found a paintbrush and painted my chest to make it look more majestic. And his original clothes were placed in the suitcase. At this moment his ears were constantly filled with sounds. Congratulations to the host. Charming +99, congratulations to the host. Tenderness plus 99, congratulations to the host. Demeanor plus 99, congratulations to the host. Charm plus 99, as he brought the phoenix crown that Xiao Qiao had used in front of the mirror in the temporary changing room, there was a new person. Bright and charming eyes, elegance is diverse, every frown and smile captures the soul. How to call a peerless beauty, national beauty and heavenly fragrance. And at this moment a urging sound came from outside the door. Class monitor. May I ask if you're okay? The leaders are all here now. All right. Just when young people are anxious, a seductive female voice rang out in the temporary changing room. When the young man heard the answer at first, it was okay, but after realizing it I was stunned on the spot. Female voice. This is a big deal. When did a woman enter this temporary changing room? You should know that the changing room was temporarily built this morning. And after it's built he has been guarding here all along. It's impossible for anyone to enter. What the hell is going on here? The tasks assigned to oneself by the leader, I didn't finish it well myself. Jia. Just as the young man was struggling, the door to the changing room has been opened. At this moment, the rain has passed and the sky is clear, the sunshine has just come out. The water vapor and white mist are still rising around. And as the door was opened in the eyes of the young, a transcendent fairy has come to the world. You. Who are you? I am your class monitor, Gu Nan responded with a smile. The sound was tingling and moving Wu Nong's soft language. It's just this smile almost blew up the heart of a steel-straight man in him. Gu Nan also failed to hold on at the beginning, fill up the charm directly. Not only that, charm, tenderness, and demeanor were all directly elevated to their peak by him. That's why this young man didn't hold on to his mind. And as Gu Nan walked towards the tombstone, we have also started to reduce the number of points in various aspects as appropriate. These charm values and the like, it's better to gradually increase with the emotional aspect. And at this moment, as Gu Nan keeps getting closer, the people who came to attend the funeral, they also turned around curiously. And with the sound of surprise ringing out, more people are looking back. When Gu Nan walks up to Li Beihai's tombstone, which graceful fairy, it has already arrived before people's eyes. Under the dignified phoenix crown, a light and elegant wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt, the fiery red skirt, like a delicate rose, rippled deeply and shallowly in the wind. There are beautiful women in the north, unparalleled and independent. Under the gaze of everyone, the fairy bowed slightly, excellent and refined, shy flowers, and closed the moon. This is too beautiful, isn't it? A girl who just arrived at the funeral couldn't help but exclaim in surprise. Is this a fairy descending to earth? How could a woman be so beautiful? I look so ugly with her. The entire funeral scene exploded in flames. The girls in front were all amazed. And the men present, he looked at the fairy in front of him with a shocked expression on his face. Gu Nan. It's me. Gu Nan smiled shyly, slightly bowed down. This time he uses his own voice. Male. The people present looked at Gu Nan in shock, then I looked in the direction that Gu Nan was walking towards. It's a temporary changing room. It is indeed Gu Nan's voice. I haven't waited for everyone to react yet. Gu Nan's eyes were already sparkling with 1,000 threads. 2 rows of crystal clear trickles slid down my cheeks from the corner of my eyes. The song I bid farewell to the old class monitor is an excerpt from the traditional Cantonese opera, 3 Qi Zhou Yu. Drunken Zhou Lang with brilliant songs. With a seductive voice, it is rumored from Gu Nan-ko that the whole room fell into a eerie silence. Congratulations to the host. Demeanor plus 99, following that Gu Nan's wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt trembled, gentle yet profound in temperament. Beauty is beyond measure. His eyes were full of sparkling light, looking at the photo of the man on the tombstone. It seems that, remembering the past. It seems that memory is refreshing to the heart. Hey. As soon as I spoke, there was a divine sigh. 004, a beautiful song enchants the world. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That sigh with a hint of flavor seems like a cold and bright moon. Let everyone who was already whispering quietly instantly quieted down. This chant filled with sadness, grievances, and unsuitability. The ups and downs complement Gu Nan's phoenix crown and wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt. It sounds particularly sensational. Oh my goodness. A girl who just rushed over. A pair of eyes widened wide. Seemingly incredulous as he watched everything. Hiss. This chant. Why is it so desolate? This sister. Is the leader of which team? A young captain next to the girl. I feel like my goosebumps have gone up. As the funeral is about to begin, more and more people are coming to participate. More and more people are unaware of the specific situation. Because the firing time is 12 o'clock and Gu Nan came over at 11 o'clock. After using personal etiquette to send Li Beihai on a journey, it is the national etiquette, so the people who come now are on the hour. Gu Nan belongs to those who came early. It is precisely because of this so many people are not sure if Gu Nan is a boy. And the things I knew from the beginning. At this moment, I was already stunned by Gu Nan's appearance. Congratulations to the host. Tenderness plus 99, next second. By the side, there is a lot of resentment and separation in the pillow. Embracing the blanket, there is not enough gathering. A unique Cantonese opera singing style instantly made the people present stare and curl their tongues, unable to speak. Cantonese opera. The old man present was an old theater fan before the liberation. I immediately recognized it as Cantonese opera. Cantonese has 9 tones and 6 tones, and Cantonese opera is extremely particular. People who can sing Cantonese opera well cannot be said to have none. I can only say very little, very rare. However, different from others in terms of shock and surprise. The majestic man who first spoke to Gu Nan. Days swept over my eyes. It's like Gu Nan in front of the tombstone becoming his own son. Li Beihai. I'm pinching my throat singing Cantonese opera. Gu Nan's gentle and melodious. There is a shadow of Li Beihai in every outstanding demeanor. Upon closer inspection, it was actually a bit more charming than Beihai. And my understanding of Xiao Qiao was even more profound. Beihai was already known as a genius. I didn't expect this little guy to be even better. He even had the demeanor of those old gentlemen before the founding of the country. Li Zhenghua nodded with satisfaction. There is already a glimmer of crystal spinning in the eye sockets. There are successors to traditional Chinese opera. This child's dream of promoting traditional Chinese opera in Beihai, practicing to the point where I am today. How much hardship must I endure? Poor and thin waist. Only for diligence and national governance. Dawn breaks, rain clears, and flowers are scattered throughout the night. The fan opens and closes, and the drums and gongs sound silently. It's hard to resist the spring scenery with eyebrows and eyebrows, shy of saying rain and cloud sentiment. This second. The scene was so quiet that it was terrifying. All sounds are silent. Even the faint sound of a needle falling on the grass could be heard. A senior opera ticket enthusiast on site. My whole body exploded with goosebumps. To be honest, he holds a high position of power. The taste of traditional Chinese opera is also extremely strict. When he heard Gu Nan singing, the whole person was stunned. I never thought that in this era, someone could sing Cantonese opera so captivating. Who is it? When he turns back, I saw an old man wearing a Zhongshan suit leaning on a cane. His face was full of solemnity. Boss Liang. Cantonese opera master Liang Zhongyi. Before the founding of the People's Republic of China, it had already become famous all over the world. Nowadays, students are all over the world as the top Cantonese opera in the world. Shu. Liang Zhong waved his hand lightly. It's obvious that I don't want to disturb this beauty. Zhou Lang is feeling unwell. Make me forget about sleep and meals. Take care of it carefully. Serving tea soup day and night. The half-moon's shadow follows the shape. Love makes him elegant and gentle. Hate him for being competitive and competitive. Gu Nan paused for a moment, a gentle and shy gaze as the palm flap slightly bowing my head, dare not look directly. It seems that at this moment, he is not alone, but instead, the old class monitor is right beside him. Let's share the sorrow with him. Far away. The kind old man wearing a Zhongshan suit still gazing at him with tenderness. There are successors. Opera, there are successors. Next second. Gu Nan's firm gaze looked straight ahead with both eyes appearing firm and resolute, with a dance of the wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt show Xiao Qiao's confidence and determination. Congratulations to the host. Charming plus 99, what name will shine on beautiful women? Winning an empty room and embracing half a blanket of ice. A segment of Cantonese opera explodes like thunder blaze in everyone's ears. Hiss. Everyone present was in droves. Let's take a breath together. What kind of immortal singing style is this? I thought Gu Nan's Cantonese singing was already at its peak after Cantonese opera. Surprisingly, Xiao Qiao's charm was portrayed so vividly. This world, surprisingly, there is someone who can make the charm of Jiangdong women so flowing like clouds and water. 005, A Song Falls. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Emerging from mud without staining, wash the clear ripples without any demons. She. A middle-aged person in the crowd. I helped my glasses. Even for those who don't understand opera at this moment, you can also see the extraordinary beauty of this fairy. Who is this person? Looking at Gu Nan's appearance, the people present are trying to recall, but I can't remember who this person is. In theory. Such a powerful opera, everyone, they should have heard of it in this circle a long time ago. This. Li Jinghua was so shocked that he couldn't speak. He is very clear that the person in front of him is Gu Nan. Gu Nan's charming expression, but he couldn't believe that the fairy in front of him was his son's iron-blooded comrade. Looking at Liang Zhong again. Liang Zhongyi actually cried. He admitted that Gu Nan's charming demeanor combined with his voice was like silk and bamboo entering his ears. Very shocking, but it's not like crying, is it? Looking into Liang Zhongyi's eyes, he saw the pain and relief in his heart. He concluded. Liang Zhong really fell in love among us. Finally, someone who can carry the tripod has emerged. Fan shadows dance with shadows. Forget the king's music, and warblers sing at the green willow bottom. A song secretly expresses emotions. I hope you will listen with all my heart and voice. Gu Nan's eyes scanned the photo on the tombstone, that pair of peach blossom eyes shining like starry sky. The mist is shining brightly, but it makes people feel heartbroken. Why is this piece of music? It's clearly a beautiful song, but does it sound so sad? Next it's another chant. It's hard to break the love between the elderly and the white hair. Willow waist low dance complements singing. Singing and dancing, Meibo June laugh. A cool and passionate chant that contains intense heat. Once again, this piece of Yansu has been elevated. At this moment no one spoke at the entire scene. Everyone looked at Gu Nan's gaze. It's all shocking. I'm not as good as him. Liang Zhong let out a smirk. Just that smirk contains endless comfort and emotion. As a leading figure in Cantonese opera in China, he can naturally feel clearly Gu Nan's understanding and professionalism in this piece of music. Singing Cantonese opera etiquette, charm, and coldness. Various completely different elements being reasonably blended into this traditional folk art, but it doesn't appear abrupt. This skill I have already reached home with my divine power. It's impossible for this to be something that can be taught. A piece of music that is completely natural. Only an extraordinary genius can achieve such effortlessness, and this kind of genius he has never seen in the world of traditional Chinese opera for most of his life. Today, I opened my eyes. Did he learn this piece from Beihai? Liang Zhongyi asked. Yes. Li Jinghua nodded. He remembers clearly that Li Beihai told him, I have a comrade in arms who is very talented in opera named Gu Nan. He is currently teaching Gu Nan opera. At that time, he felt unbelievable. Genius. At this moment, Liang Zhong was also amazed by another old man beside him. This kind of genius. The background is the accumulation and heritage of traditional Chinese opera that has been passed down for thousands of years. With the support of this foundation, he just needs to constantly integrate and add his own thoughts. After that, a new type of opera can be born. Open up a mountain and establish a faction. The people present who understand opera. My expression has changed. Over time, Gu Nan will grow into a generation of great masters. Li Zhengua is also hard to imagine. At first, my own son taught a comrade in arms. Surprisingly, it contains such great potential. Ah! It's a pity I got married too early. I only met her so late. A middle-aged man in his 40s, with an extraordinary appearance, lamented. Li Zhengua shook his head. It's no use meeting him even 20 years earlier. What do you mean, Lao Li? What do you mean by looking down on me? Said the person who disagreed. Li Zhengua took a deep breath and said, are you also interested in men? What does it mean? That person only came later. He doesn't quite understand. The other people present also listened attentively. He is a comrade in arms in Beihai. A man. Man people. The words fell. That person's mouth twitched wildly. Take a look at Gu Nan looking at Li Zhengua again. The worldview is shattered. 006, National Excellent Song Creation Competition. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The beautiful woman who was initially amazed widened her eyes. The sisters around her are even more gaping. Many men present also widened their eyes. What does it mean? Male man, congratulations to the host. Charm plus 99, he restored the Han dynasty in the general disarmed, sharing peace. A fairyland of seclusion corresponds to a white-haired heart. The wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt trembled. Gu Nan raised his eyes. The sunlight reflected in the pupils. The starry sky seems to hide a vast sea of stars. Roaming and rumbling thunderstorm strikes. The rain poured down heavily. Gu Nan stands in the wind and rain allow raindrops as big as beans to fall. Standing there in a desolate and cool state, there is an endless sense of desolation in one's posture. It seems like bidding farewell. A song falls. The entire scene was quiet. All the people present, everyone has already lost their composure. The appearance of Gu Nan's graceful demeanor, watching everyone dumbfounded, and at this very moment just see Gu Nan hands gently folded. Turn your head vertically to one side. The wide-sleeved flowing fairy skirt is used to cover the face, but raising sleeves and arms with the other hand, press down on the waist. Both legs should also be tightly pressed together facing the distant west. Gently arch your hand. Closing. Half a day later, inside the apartment. Gu Nan just finished washing up. I plan to take a break at home. A mechanical sound suddenly came from my ear. Congratulations to the host for gaining 3 million popularity points. You can win 3 lucky draws. May I ask if you want to start the lottery? What? The lottery has started. And what about these 3 million popularity points? When did I get so many popularity points? However, there was no response from Gu Nan. Immediately after, a lottery wheel appeared in front of him. Just as Gu Nan was stunned, the lottery turntable has automatically turned on after counting down 3, 2, and 1. Ding! Congratulations to the host for getting a ticket to the National Excellent Song Creation Competition. As the mechanical sound falls, a golden card fell into Gu Nan's hands. National Excellent Song Creation Competition. The Dragon Kingdom is the most powerful, and powerful is it also an officially recognized music creation competition. CCTV Live. Great attention. This competition has invited mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Over the years, the most renowned music creator or singers can participate. Not only does it require participants to have at least 3 golden songs within 10 years, and it is also required to have at least one composition selected as one of the top 10 golden songs in the country in the past 3 years. It can be said that it has both a competition that combines the strength of creators with popularity. It is precisely because of this the value of this competition is very high. And because of its national background. The person who received the award to a certain extent, it has also been recognized by the country. So anyone who wins a medal in this competition on the future path of music absolutely smooth sailing. Of course, in order not to lose the treasures that have been lost among the people, the creators every year, the program team also invites some amateurs to participate. But in fact, these folk treasures often due to the lack of professional entertainment companies to guide and operate in previous years, it basically belongs to one round of tournaments. Except for occasional occurrences inheritors of intangible cultural heritage due to policy reasons, it is unlikely that any accidents will occur beyond a few rounds. It's not that they don't understand art but rather, this award requires on-site creation. All tracks must be original. We also need to have a very keen grasp of the current market popularity. This often leads them to pass in the eyes of professional judges, but I lost points in the public voting session. Traditional art has now been shelved. It has become an old antique that does not coexist with modern fashion. Traditional Chinese opera is an art that has been shelved. This is not only the current view of most people on traditional Chinese opera, but also the bottleneck that traditional Chinese opera inheritors encounter when inheriting intangible cultural heritage. There is no way to inherit or spread traditional Chinese opera, and it is packed in jars that are far away from the crowd. People cannot find a way to reach it. In Gu Nan's opinion, people outside are unwilling to go and see the scenery inside the jar to promote traditional Chinese opera. We cannot shelve the culture of traditional Chinese opera, and it should be integrated into people's lives, benefiting the people. Meanwhile, we also need to innovate in conjunction with the current artistic direction, create opera works that appeal to everyone. Only in this way can the excellent traditional culture of traditional Chinese opera shine more brightly. To pass down the legacy of our ancestors doing cultural and creative work is a good way. But if we trace back, we will find that many traditional Chinese opera cultures originated from stories with ethnic characteristics and the transmission of the original ecology. It is the accumulation of folk life and wisdom. Traditional Chinese opera is the gene and soul of national culture. Opera should not be confined to high buildings. Opera should return to people's lives. Only by integrating traditional Chinese opera into contemporary life it can truly come to life. Only then can traditional Chinese opera survive. Nowadays, music creation is becoming more youthful, fashionable, and trendy. In recent years, Westernization and Korean wave have been the mainstream in the entire entertainment industry. Even the previously popular daily and port flows have to be avoided. Those who have been abandoned are almost there. Not to mention traditional art. That's what everyone calls a classic, but no one listens. It was confessed in general. So when Gu Nan received the admission ticket, just start thinking about how you should win the competition. Firstly, women's clothing is definitely needed. His system is the women's clothing system, and this is related to his life. He cannot choose to give up. Another, if possible, he wants to try opera. When the old class monitor was alive, his biggest dream was the revival of traditional Chinese opera. Now the old class monitor has left. As a former squad leader, a former comrade in arms and apprentice, he feels responsible for walking down this path. What belongs to the nation is what belongs to the world. Of course the world belongs to my nation. Because yours is mine or mine. He wants to bring glory to traditional Chinese opera, honor the entire China once again. Even it's the whole world. When traditional Chinese opera became popular worldwide like a world language, where else should I share yours and mine? Isn't it all mine? Where else can a family talk to each other? Ringing bell. Just as Gu Nan was still thinking, the phone suddenly rang. Unknown number. Hello. Hello. Gu Nan answered the phone. Hello. May I ask if this is Mr. Gu Nan? On the phone, remembering a woman's cold voice. Hello. I'm. May I ask who you are? Hello. The person in charge of my Magic City Tianyi entertainment. Yang Xiaomi. Has sent you an invitation letter for the National Excellent Song Creation Competition, right? Gu Nan remained non-committal. It's like this. Our company is the regional office of the Magic City region for this competition. So your invitation letter was sent directly to our company. I see that you are currently a layman. And have not signed a contract with an entertainment company. So I would like to talk to you about competition matters. Would it be convenient for you? Yang Mi's tone was somewhat helpless. Most people get excited when they hear their name. And the other person's tone was extremely plain. It's like not knowing who you are. And she also doesn't know what the origin of Gu Nan is. Surprisingly, it was possible for Yang Mama to personally send an invitation letter. This is an invitation letter. This quantity is completely different from self-registration. As far as she knows, no more than 3 invitation letters will be issued for each National Excellent Song Creation competition. Sometimes there's not even one. So when the Magic City Regional Office received the invitation letter for this competition, the whole person was shocked. She just terminated her contract with Jiaxing last year, carrying a heavy burden of debt. Now, in the name of my mother, Jiani Entertainment has been established, continue to fight a beautiful comeback battle. That's why I lost money and made a fuss. I have secured a spot in the Magic City office for this competition. I originally only wanted to have a Yang Mama's amulet on my body. But never expected, surprisingly, a statue has appeared in the Magic City area, a god who can be directly invited by the official. The first thing that came to her mind was what exactly is the origin of Gu Nan. Next, what she thought was how to sign Gu Nan to his own company. No matter what company Gu Nan is currently in, she's going to grab people. However, when she found out that Gu Nan had not signed any contracts with any companies, the whole person is excited. If it's possible to sign Gu Nan with our own company, so her new company has enough endorsement. Even if the contract cannot be signed, it doesn't matter. After all, Gu Nan is walking through the Magic City channel. She is shrewd and never misses any opportunity. 007, a group of LSPs, queuing up to compete for favor. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Isn't that necessary anymore? Can I just go and compete directly then? Gu Nani asked. The rules for the competition. There are also things to pay attention to when participating in previous events. As the office of the Central Mother, we still need to clarify with you. Just talk about these things over the phone. Okay. 10 minutes later, Yang Xiaomi said with a strong and resentful tone. Gu Nan. Come on. The senior management of Jiani Entertainment will come to the scene to cheer you on. Yang Xiaomi felt depressed in her heart. In his tone, he still had to reveal, I'm really possessed by demons. You feel happy and proud as a talent. Actually, not to mention how uncomfortable it is. Oh. Reba will also go. Reba, and a few friends in the circle will all come to support you. Thank you then. After Yang Mi put down the phone, the whole person is not doing well. What kind of steel straight man is this? A little bit of charm that I completely don't understand. I can be considered a celebrity in my circle no matter what. How could it be so difficult to see this side called Gu Nan? She has just run away from the Jiaxing business that she has been doing for over a decade. I still owe Jiaxing over 1 billion yuan. It's really necessary for people like Gu Nan to join us. Yang Xiaomi is full of worries. I got up and poured myself a glass of red wine. Yang Xiaomi is gloomy. Dang 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 dang. At this moment the door was knocked. Please come in. Jia. The door was pushed open. A youthful and beautiful woman full of exotic charm entering the office without any courtesy, sitting down on the sofa. Hi. Dear, when will that Gu Nan come? He's not coming. What? You didn't even invite him. What exactly is his background? Hey. I'm not sure. The number doesn't allow his pulse. Yang Xiaomi's fiery red lips. Qingqi took a sip of red wine with his white teeth and helped his forehead. Oh. Is there anything else that Big Honey can't handle? Reba shook her big eyes, joked. Where are my eyes looking? Young Xiaomi was taken aback by what Reba said. I immediately understood. Just one hungry tiger pouncing on it make a mess with Reba on the sofa. And at this moment, inside Gu Nan apartment, he just hung up the phone. A pop-up window popped up on the phone as a reminder for Weibo hot searches. Who is the most beautiful little Zhou in history? Gu Nan frowned, thinking inwardly, is it another promotion of a costume drama? And just as he opened Weibo, what's hanging on the hot search is actually myself. To be precise, it's opera costumes. I am in the midst of Drunken Zhou Lang with Yanxiu. It's just very obvious the video has been processed. I can't see exactly where it is. The video lasts for more than 10 seconds in total, but it sparked countless discussions among people. I have read Weibo again for millions. There are even hundreds of thousands of comments. Who is this woman? She's so beautiful. She's charging. Charging. I don't know who this woman is, but I know it's a traditional Cantonese opera called Drunken Zhou Lang. When I was a child, I often listened to my grandfather holding a radio. And she should be playing Xiao Qiao. Yes. The answer upstairs is correct. I am from the Academy of Chinese Opera. She does play Xiao Qiao. But this Xiao Qiao is too charming. I'm a woman who can't resist watching it. Sigh. How could she be called an unparalleled beauty? The beauty of the country and the fragrance of heaven. If traditional Chinese opera were like this inheritance would never be cut off. I love traditional Chinese opera. Upstairs. I'm too embarrassed to say you. Are you a fan of opera? Are you craving others' bodies? This is not Xiao Qiao. This is a fairy, right? She. Just listening to her voice makes me feel numb. So Xiao Qiao looks like this. Well. It's really not Cao Gong's fault. I knew. Cao Gong didn't go south for that little territory back then. Sister, look at me. Sister, who knows who this sister is? Within 3 minutes. I need all the contact information of this sister, including stockings. Gu Nan looked at the disgusting comments on the hot search that has been constantly rising. Suddenly, I felt a bit speechless. No wonder I've gained 3 million people's attention. It turns out they're all LSPs. Just as Gu Nan was still thinking, suddenly, another mechanical sound sounded in Gu Nan's ears. Ding! Congratulations to the host for reaching 5 million popularity points. Get a songwriting card. The lyrics and music creation card allows the host to obtain classic works that the host did not have in this world, but has traveled through the previous world. As the mechanical sound slowly falls, a golden card appeared in Gu Nan's system backpack. Is 5 million popularity worth it? Are these LSPs so fierce? Gu Nan looked at the information on his phone Weibo in disbelief. Top 10 hot searches. Surprisingly, he took up 3 of them himself. The most beautiful Xiao Qiao sings a brilliant song. Charming people. Received 11 million followers. Hot search number 7. Goddess descended. Stunning the world. With a popularity of 15 million. Hot search number 6. I thought Luo Shen was just a legend. Until her appearance. The popularity was 21 million. Hot search number 4. The last one among them, still constantly moving forward. There is a trend of directly entering the top 3. Under all the hot searches, everyone is asking for the contact information of Xiao Qiao and find out who it really belongs to. And at this moment, Tianyi Entertainment. Do you dare to tease me? I dare not. I dare not. On the sofa, Reba quickly begged for mercy. She is aware of young Xiaomi's recent troubles, so he quickly spoke up. Hey! Have you seen the most beautiful little Qiao online? What's the most beautiful little Zhou? Did you go play the role of little Joe? As young Xiaomi spoke, scratching Ruba's creaking nest. I beg for mercy. I beg for mercy. I dare not. Let me tell you the truth. If you can't sign Gu Nan, you can sign that little Qiao. You can also have a comeback. At the end, Reba almost gasped for breath. Hearing what Reba said is a serious matter, young Xiaomi also quickly stopped playing. Wait a moment. I'll show you. Reba took out her phone from her pocket, flipped through Weibo hot searches. However, it is this one that she was stunned again in an instant. This. What's wrong? You're not trying to deceive me, are you? Little girl is being punished. No. Reba saw that young Xiaomi was about to pounce and bully herself again, quickly waved his hand and explained. This. Xiao Qiao's popularity has also risen too fast. When I saw it yesterday. It hasn't been on the hot search yet. I just saw it under my Weibo account. Someone is saying that who is beautiful between me and Xiao Qiao. I went in and clicked on it to take a look. And was shocked. That little Joe was really beautiful. His seductive demeanor was heart-wrenching. I felt shortness of breath even after reading it. I originally wanted to share it with you. But last night I saw you sleeping soundly. I thought you were tired and didn't call you. When I woke up this morning, you had already come to the company. I had originally planned to come to the company to talk to you. But to my surprise, Xiao Qiao has already been on the hot search list today. And she even has 3 out of the top 10. Looking at the momentum. The most intense hot search. We're about to enter the top 3. What? Upon hearing what Reba said, young Xiaomi quickly took the phone. You should know that Weibo is currently trending. Most of them are bought by entertainment companies. Few ordinary people can make it to the hot search. Moreover, it still made it to 3 hot searches at once. And listen to what Reba means. That person named Xiao Qiao seems to be a layman. Young Xiaomi took the phone in confusion. What caught the eye was a photo of Gu Nan dressed in women's clothing. It's really heartwarming that there's nothing missing. She curiously clicked on the video. It looks good. As the owner of an entertainment company, young Xiaomi naturally has a certain understanding of traditional Chinese opera. 008, Boss Yang's Thoughts. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Even if you don't understand opera. But for the significance of the top 10 Weibo hot searches dominating its top 3, she is also very clear about it. Years ago, young Xiaomi is also a singer. It's just strength. Cough and cough. When she clicks on the video, when I saw Gu Nan's appearance, she knew this woman's alluring ability is definitely top-notch. And when young Xiaomi continued watching the video, young Xiaomi was shocked. Gu Nan's every frown and smile combined with that stunning and tingling melody, she was instantly stunned. Hiss. Young Xiaomi took a cold breath. This opera was hummed out by Gu Nan. Surprisingly, it was filled with a seductive and explosive atmosphere. This kind of enchanting explosiveness, this is the explosive result of Gu Nan's Ishi costume reaching a climax. It's still an emotional outburst. Touching emotions paired with the emphasis on lyrics and melody in traditional Chinese opera, it instantly transforms. The intense emotions of longing for loved ones are vividly portrayed. Must be on fire. The fire makes perfect sense. This is definitely not the result of operations but rather the strength of this piece itself. Young Xiaomi just looked at it on one side. I made my own judgment. Although the video is only a short dozen or so seconds. But she watched it multiple times. Young Xiaomi believes that this piece of music can definitely become a classic of this year's blockbuster. Pop. Young Xiaomi became excited. I couldn't help but give Reba a hard pat on her butt. Alright. Who is this girl? Her portrayal of Xiao Qiao is absolutely amazing. Has she signed a contract with the company yet? Yang Xiaomi's excited incoherent speech grasping Reba's arm fiercely and shaking it, the whole person's excited waves fluctuated violently. However, after the excitement Yang Xiaomi once again developed a complex emotion. Such a woman, she is definitely not the only one being targeted. She believes there must be many entertainment companies looking for this Xiao Qiao to negotiate now. And my own Tianyi Entertainment at present, it has just been established. This makes it difficult for her to have an advantage. However, at this very moment a heat wave came in her ear. No one knows who she is yet. Entertainment companies across the country are looking for her. If we can find her first, and sign until Tianyi comes, then we can have a comeback battle. And then the three of us. What? No one knows who she is yet. When Yang Xiaomi heard this sentence, I was stunned in an instant. As for what Reba said later, she didn't hear clearly. She was lost in thought. If Gu Nan doesn't come, so the girl who just became popular singing traditional Cantonese opera, Drunken Zhou Lang with Yansu, if you can catch it, it's also good. After all, it's easier to communicate directly between girls. For example, she and Reba communicate with each other daily. Emotions are very good. That afternoon, the internet has indeed exploded. Just when everyone is questioning. The official Weibo account of the National Excellence Song Creation Competition. The list for this issue has also been announced, and those with a heart see suddenly, a substitute player Gu Nan was added to the list. And Gu Nan's appearance surprised all netizens who were following the National Excellence Song Creation Competition. Where exactly did Gu Nan come from? They have never heard of it before. Below the official Weibo account of the National Excellence Song Creation Competition, countless netizens left comments one after another. Gu Nan. Who is this person? Why haven't you ever heard of Gu Nan? Forgive me for being ignorant. I really have never heard of who this person is. Gu Nan. May I ask what representative works this person has? Why was he able to participate in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition? Good guy. The previous National Excellence Song Creation Competition. Each one was a famous singer in the national music industry. Or rather, an intangible cultural inheritor. How did this come to be a layman? Is this the absence of anyone in the Chinese music industry? No. I heard from the gossip official account of Xiao before that. Isn't this National Excellence Song Creation Contest at our family Kai Kuan? Kai Kuan. Chicken, are you really too beautiful? Zun du fa du, well. I don't know whether this is true or not. But the official account is so popular through the grapevine. Can Kai Kuan even participate in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition? Don't be funny. Can he also participate in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition? Does Kai Kuan deserve it? Why doesn't he deserve it? Do you know how hard Kai Kuan works? Our Kunkan has a fever of 76 degrees and insists on practicing. Yes. Let's protect the best Kuan in the world together. Netizens who used to eat melons normally. I was stunned in an instant. The sudden appearance of Gu Nan let everyone really look dull. I can't figure it out. But it's okay, netizens, quickly open the search and start searching for relevant information about Gu Nan. But what surprised everyone was they searched around. Surprisingly, there was no gain at all. Gu Nan doesn't even have an encyclopedia, whether it's Baidu Baiki, Sogu Baiki, or 360 Baiki. It's simply an existence without a name or surname, saying he is a newcomer to the music industry. It seems like they are really a bit forced. You should know nowadays, even a TikTok singer who is not online has various encyclopedias. All search secrets when searching for the words Gu Nan. All information is missing. Netizens who don't believe they can't find things immediately after, he exerted his thinking and crazily searched for Gu Nan on various music platforms. I want to find Gu Nan's representative works from it. But without exception, search results still nothing. After all this fuss, the netizens who eat melons are completely fried. What exactly is the situation with Nima? It's really outrageous. So, this Gu Nan doesn't even have a representative work of Tama. There is no information about this person on the official website of the intangible cultural inheritor. So it means he is not the intangible cultural inheritor. Then he can only be a singer. But he doesn't have a representative work. Can he be a singer? This special. Such an important competition. Why did such a person come in? Did this special backdoor come in? The first time I saw someone who is neither an intangible cultural inheritor nor a unique representative song entered the National Excellence Song Creation Competition. But the rapid development of things, it's just that most netizens feel strange in their hearts. I don't have too many ideas. The next thing for Ran Goose, but beyond everyone's imagination, because on Kwai, Douyin, Weibo and other well-known social media, various entertainment-related accounts and paparazzi of all sizes, a shocking melon exploded at the same time. 9.010, the wind direction changed instantly. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Displeasing. Gu Nan participated in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition. The reason is surprisingly. Originally, the backup candidate for the rare once in 5 years National Excellence Song Creation Competition was Kai Kuan. However, due to his unknown network and dirty methods, Kai Kuan was abandoned after entering the liver. Gu Nan took over. Please give Kai Kuan a fair return to the world. Kai Kuan also needs a life. Why would the official allow a singer who has no representative work and is not an inheritor of intangible cultural heritage to participate in this competition? How can this person rise to power through social connections? Is it a dark side or strength? Countless small essays and short videos admired and forwarded by major commenters with lightning speed. These media outlets are driven by traffic. I dare to write anything. Gu Nan has not yet participated in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition. No one knows who he is, but the reputation is completely rotten. The official Weibo account of the National Excellence Song Creation Competition was also instantly targeted and exploded. The one I just posted annotated Gu Nan's participation in the National Excellence Song Creation Competition on Weibo. The number of comments has increased by over 100,000. These people are all spreading the official black screen. And there are also a lot of brainpower fans. Let the National Excellence Song Creation Competition give Kai Kuan a fair return. This time the National Excellence Song Creation Competition also has to be taken seriously. The power of netizens, it's just the ratings they also need to pay attention to, so I immediately posted a Weibo post. Hello everyone. The official commitment of the National Excellence Song Creation Competition is that there will be no black screen behind us. And we can also solemnly explain to everyone that Gu Nan also has no background. This participation of Gu Nan is the answer given after official review. As for Gu Nan's strength, please truly watch the competition. And it is not late to make comments. Just below this official announcement also included is a photo of Gu Nan. Gu Nan in the photo wearing a clean shirt and a pair of washed pale jeans, a tall and upright figure, sword eyebrow, stargazes, sunshine and handsome, a strong sense of youthfulness. And the originally angry netizens, after arriving at Gu Nan's handsome face, the wind direction changed instantly. M is so handsome. Flower idiot spray. Avi. Oh my god. I haven't seen such a handsome young man in a long time. Really drooling. JPG. Isn't this too handsome? How can I control it? Ha ha ha. That's what we mean by such a handsome little brother. How could there be a black screen? I believe in the program team, dog head. JPG. Sisters. Let's guard the best Gu Nan in the world, heart thump thump. JPG. Yeah. It's not too late to curse again when you see the show. It's too early now. The moment Gu Nan's photo appeared, it directly changed the direction of the wind. Although there are still many people who are indignant, but it's not as infuriating as it was at the beginning. Especially the official explanation of the National Excellent Song Creation Competition instantly, it also made many netizens feel relieved. After all, the official character accumulated over the years, it's still pretty good. Speaking of the unknown whole picture, it's not easy to comment either. And with the rapid turning of wind speeds across the entire network, this makes Kai Kuan, who went behind the scenes to blackmail Gu Nan. Kai Kuan didn't expect it. Isn't this Nima too ridiculous? Is it possible to think whatever you want just because you're handsome? Kai Kuan is really angry. Gu Nan felt it for the first time, the gap in appearance crushed by others. Originally, he had always been they all use their looks to deceive little girls, crush others. And now he has been crushed by someone. And at this moment in Gu Nan apartment. Ringing bell. Just as Gu Nan was searching for information, the phone suddenly rang. The incoming call is another unknown phone number. Gu Nan picked up his phone and said, "Hello. Hello. Hello. Is this teacher Gu Nan? I am Chang Kaishan, the chief director of the program group for the National Excellent Song Creation Competition. On my phone, Chang Kaishan's cheerful voice came through. So it's Chang.Gu. Hello. Chang.Gu has a great reputation in the industry. Bachelor's degree background. I have planned a lot of well-known programs on CCTV. The position on CCTV is extraordinary. In this circle, not to mention being the queen of singing, even the bosses of major entertainment companies be polite in front of Chang Kaishan. After all, they have officials present. But even so, Gu Nan remains neither humble nor arrogant. He can participate in peacekeeping missions. I have seen many high-ranking officials. It's like this. Teacher Gu Nan. The National Excellent Song Creation Competition will be held next week. Have the relevant matters been discussed with you by the office in the Magic City? Chang Kaishan inquired. The National Excellent Song Creation Competition is an original competition program. The official will randomly set questions at that time, then let the contestants create. And it will be broadcasted nationwide. The requirements for talent are quite high. It can be said that people who can participate, none of them are simple. Kai Kuan and these people I never thought about playing until the end. Because what they mainly want is official recognition. Even if I only participated in the first round, I went on a tour. This also proves that the official recognizes their image. After all, if the image doesn't meet the standards, that is not allowed to participate in official programs. Moreover, it is such an important program. After all, the National Excellent Song Creation Competition, everything is based on the on. Side effect: let all viewers across the country fully immerse themselves in the program. When online live streaming was not well developed before, it is directly broadcast by the TV station. And now with the development of the internet. Naturally, Douyin and other live broadcasts have also been added, enable more people to participate. After all, people who watch TV now compared to before, it is much less. So Young Mama is also keeping up with the times. 011, Opera Creation. Shocking the person in charge of Central Mom. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Young Xiaomi from Tianyi Entertainment told me. I've thought about my creative direction. It should be in the field of opera. Gu Nan said. Opera. Chang Kaishan was surprised. Who dares to bring out traditional Chinese opera for original creation nowadays? How profound is this skill? Is it because a person named Xiao Qiao has recently become popular on the internet? And Gu Nan also wants to use this Xiao Qiao to promote traditional Chinese opera. This is actually a good method. But it can also be seen that Gu Nan has lost his heart, but these are not many inquiries either at this point. He spoke up and said, okay. I'll have someone book your plane ticket now. After a pause, Chang Kaishan continued, Mr. Gu Nan. Our program team's transportation expenses are not as high as traditional entertainment talent shows. So the expenses are not much. We can only reimburse your transportation expenses. About 300,000 yuan. These are special national support funds. Will be directly transferred to your bank account after the first round of the National Excellent Song Creation Competition is completed. Do you have any questions about this? 300,000, this is indeed quite a lot. According to Gu Nan's knowledge, celebrities participating in the programs of Central Mom usually only have a few thousand yuan in transportation and transportation expenses. Many celebrities are still rushing to catch up. After all, the content is different. Compared to this 300,000 yuan, the cost of transportation for traditional variety shows, which can cost millions or even tens of millions, cannot be compared. But it should also be on the program of Central Mom the best one to fight. It seems that the country is supporting domestic art creation, building national confidence. It also cost a lot of money. I don't have a problem. That would be a lot of trouble, Changdao. Gu Nan is actually quite surprised. Because the entrance fee of 300,000 yuan is not low. According to what Yang Xiaomi told herself, famous singers who have participated in the National Excellent Song Creation Competition in the past, for example, people from national teams such as Han Lei, Han Hong, and the Great Demon King, in the music industry. Tanjing, the appearance fee is only 300,000 yuan. And what about Gu Nan? As someone who has no fame at all, it can even be said that he is an inexperienced singer. Gu Nan originally thought that it would be good if he could reimburse his airfare and hotel expenses for the National Excellent Song Creation Competition. I never expected that he is just like a well-known singer from the national team together. 300,000. Okay. Teacher Gu Nan. I'll wait for your arrival in Kyoto. Chiang Kai-shen gave a hearty smile. I hung up my phone. After hanging up the phone, Chiang Kai-shen breathed a sigh of relief. Gu Nan speaks more than expected. Now it's all going crazy outside. Gu Nan entered the program National Excellent Song Creation Competition through the relationship with Chiang Kai-shen. However, Chiang Kai-shen, but I am very clear about it, he doesn't even recognize Gu Nan at all. He had never even heard of it before. I'm not sure if there is such a number one person. As a good cadre and loyal materialist warrior of our country, always remember to be loyal to the country. How could it be chaotic? Gu Nan can enter the program National Excellent Song Creation Competition. It's completely a command from above. Originally Chiang Kai-shen hasn't taken it seriously yet. But the leader spoke directly. I have to make Chiang Kai-shen take it seriously. At that time the leader personally came to his office, tell him directly, Gu Nan must participate in this year's National Excellent Song Creation Competition. Even if there are no conditions to create, he must participate. You should know the leadership of CCTV speaking has always been quite tactful and reserved. But this time, whether it's the level of importance or tone of speech, they are all very different. Let the moment make Chiang Kai-shen realized Gu Nan's relationship is definitely extraordinary. He thinks Gu Nan's background should be unfathomable. It is even very likely that it's the young master from that family intentionally coming to play on the program. He, who has been in Kyoto all year round, I have seen too many such things. So Chiang Kai-shen is so polite. Otherwise, relying on Chiang Kai-shen's position in the central mother, those top-tier celebrities, he doesn't pay much attention to things like Zhang Jie and Zi Qi. It is only Qin Jing, Han Hong, and San Shi from the national team who can make Chiang Kai-shen nod. That's why the reason why Chiang Kai-shen gave Gu Nan a carriage and horse fee of up to 300,000 yuan. After all, it's a program from CCTV. The cost naturally cannot be too high, but considering Gu Nan's background, of course, it cannot be too low. So, just like other frontline artists, it's the best. Because if it's too high, spreading it would damage CCTV's image. It will also make the stylists say that Chiang Kai-shen has no character. It's like licking a dog. But if the fare given is too low, that would naturally offend Gu Nan, and there are leaders who give him orders. For the program team of the National Excellent Song Creation Competition, they have a background in CCTV. The state directly allocates funds. This 300,000 yuan is not much money. He really doesn't have any need offending Gu Nan in this regard. But just the thought of just now when I ask my old friend about Gu Nan Chang Kaishan has a headache. What is Gu Nan's strength really like, he's not sure either. I hope Gu Nan won't ruin the reputation of this issue of the National Excellent Song Creation Competition, right? Chang Kaishan murmured to himself. Since the leader gave a dead command, Chang Kaishan can only grit his head. Chang Kaishan's ideas Gu Nan certainly doesn't know. If he knew, Gu Nan may not be able to laugh or cry. Where do you have any background? That's the system. The invitation letter for the National Excellent Song Creation Competition provided by the system. The route is very straight and there will definitely be no problems detected. All relevant matters have been handled. The next few days Gu Nan's ears are deaf to things outside the window. I have been busy practicing knowledge and content related to traditional Chinese opera and music theory. Although the system gave him a songwriting card, but he also needs to equip himself with more strength. Time flies, it's almost time for the race. Gu Nan and Shi also took a plane to Kyoto. I plan to participate in the program. It is worth mentioning that the official of the National Excellent Song Creation Competition surprisingly booked first class for Gu Nan. As the horizon is constantly drawn closer, the plane arrived in Kyoto. At the airport pick.up area, two beautiful ladies are holding up signs to welcome Gu Nan. Teacher Gu Nan. You are much more handsome than in the photo. The pick.up girl. After seeing Gu Nan, my eyes lit up. She is certainly not an ordinary airport pick.up person. I have been working at CCTV for many years, receive various celebrities and leaders year round. I have seen countless celebrities and big shots before. Whether it's fresh meat with low traffic, still a veteran actor, handsome guy, I don't know how many there are. But being so handsome like Gu Nan, and there are still very few who exude a sense of heroism. And Gu Nan still carries a sense of youthfulness. So harmonious and gentle together. Gu Nan's temperament is really rare. It's different from the people I've been in contact with before. Thank you. You are also very beautiful. Gu Nank's airway. A few people exchanged polite greetings with each other. Miss began to introduce Gu Nan to her next itinerary and things like Gu Nan's ideas.